Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are continuing our journey through the forgotten Assassin's Creed games, and we're looking and traveling to India today. So, the story focuses on a guy named Mir, who apparently stole a magic jewel from the Maharaja.
May I present Major General Sherlock Holmes and His Highness the Maharaja of Nevada.
Oh, and also, he is basically trying to bang the princess, the Maharaja's daughter. It's like the ultimate disrespect. You steal a man's property and then you also bang his daughter. Kind of a dick move, but it is what it is. Anyway, the Maharaja is murdered by the British Templars for reasons, so that kind of went out the bag, but whatever. Oh, and I should also mention that the game takes place during the 1800s, so the British in India was still a thing. Anyway, the game begins proper, and Mir sneaks into the princess's chambers, and she decides that, stabbing him would be the best course of action, but quickly changes her mind and bangs him instead.
It's the time of the season when love runs high.
So after banging the princess, Mir decides, I should probably go talk to my master to brag, and tries to go find him, but he only finds a trail of blood. So in order to find his master, he kidnaps an army sergeant and dangles him off a cliff for answers.
You better remember him, quickly. The rope you're tied to is old and frayed. I don't know how long it'll hold.
Wait! I remember him!
Go on.
He was here. They took him to the main Templar building at the edge of town. It's a fortress. You'll never get in, but I can help you. Pull me up. I'll take you to your friend.
I'll take my chances alone.
Wait! You said you'd pull me up! You can't leave me here!
Anyway, Mir finds his master, who's being tortured for answers about the damn box from the Chinese chapter, which somehow made its way to India. Anyway, he's being tortured by these two British dudes, but he doesn't say a damn thing. Respect for the old mans. So Mir decides to rescue his master by doing some twirly ninja magic bullshit, and the master apparently lost the jewel. He got it stolen, and asks Mir, yo, go steal it back, and also don't forget to bring the box. Anyway, Mir follows Sleeman, who is one of the British dudes, into the palace, which somehow houses this big-ass cave, and it's also crumbling all over the place, because why the hell not? Mir goes further into the cave and comes upon a temple which is filled with some scribbles on the walls, and is filled with these light traps that kill you in one hit, which is some bullshit, but whatever. Anyway, Mir catches up with Sleeman, who's doing some spooky stuff with this big-ass globe, and instead of killing Sleeman and taking the jewel and the box and ending this whole thing, he instead decides to do this.
You have something that belongs to me, sir.
And asks for the box and the jewel. Sleeman decides to be a bit of a dick and tries to shoot Mir in the face, but misses because he sucks.
Done.
Harry! You're alive! And you're a horrible shot.
Which causes the whole damn place to collapse because
I don't know.
Mir manages to escape all this nonsense and meets up with his master, who tells him to go to Afghanistan because reasons. In Afghanistan, the British are in a war with the Afghanistans, and Mir decides that the best course of action is to basically blow some more shit up because, war is not enough. You gotta blow some shit up to make even more distractions. Anyway, While the Brits are distracted by Mir's shenanigans, he manages to follow Sleeman into an Afghan castle. Anyway, inside the palace there is another cave, if you can believe it. And it also has magic scribbles on the walls. Who could have known? Anyway, Mir catches up with Sleeman and is about to do something, but gets ambushed instead. When Mir wakes up, he's greeted by a man with a glorious mustache, who tells him that they know that Mir bangs the princess on a regular basis. This, for some reason, enrages Mir, and he attacks Mustache Man, whose name is Burns, by the way. Anyway, Mir attacks him, but he gets his ass beat instead because he sucks. However, during the scuffle, Mir manages to grab a knife somehow, with his teeth probably, I don't know, and manages to cut himself loose. So the Templars stole all of Mir's things, like his weapons and tools and all that other stuff. So he has to sneak around the enemy camp and disguise himself as a soldier to get his stuff back. Mir just, by pure happenstance by the way, just manages to find a sniper rifle just like laying on the ground. And luckily for him, it stores infinite ammo. Very lucky indeed. Anyway, Mir assassinates a whole bunch of dudes with it, but gets spotted and is shot at by mortar fire. If that wasn't bad enough, there's this big-ass elephant rampaging through the crumbling city, running after him because of reasons. And Mir manages to escape the elephant as well, but he runs into the man with the glorious mustache. Mir is surrounded by hundreds of soldiers, but Burns offers him his freedom if he can beat him in one-on-one combat. So you get into the fight, and Burns' fighting style is to basically jump around like a jackass and try to shoot pistols in your face. But Mir manages to win, and surprisingly, Burns honors his promise and lets Mir escape. It just shows you that men with glorious mustaches are the ultimate chads. Anyway, Mir goes back to India and meets up with his master and presents him with the box and the jewel, which I assume he pulled out of his ass. However, Mir's master's like, bro, your girl's been yoinked. So Mir goes on a rampage and murders literally everyone using his magic ninja swirly bullshit. Now the only one left is Sleeman, and he's holding the princess hostage, but offers her in return for the box and the jewel. Mir agrees to this for some reason and hands over the goods, but right at that moment the princess stabs Sleeman in the bubble guts with a knife, which I presume she pulled out of her ass. Sleeman manages to escape somehow, even though he was mortally wounded.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
I've heard worse.
You liar.
Come on.
The princess tells Mir, yo bro, go after him, but Mir is just like, nah. And then they all lived happily ever after. The end.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
So, as you can probably tell, the story and the characters are a lot better than whatever the hell China was. And it's a lot more fun too. And even their environments are more visually vibrant. And in my opinion, it's a better game on almost every level. But is it the best? Well, stay tuned, because next week we're going into the finale of this 3-part series, which takes place in Russia, which happens to be my own backyard. So get ready.